You know, I personally am from Mr. Jonathan's era. I'm really surprised I found just from today, from watching Zarin reacting to the Drop Frames podcast with Mr. Jonathan, that Mr. Jonathan actually created GGG because he want to bring back the feels of D2 again through PoE 1. I'm actually very surprised, you know. However, can I be frank with you guys? PoE 2, sorry, not PoE, Diablo 2, I can see why he finds that dodge roll and basic attack is a good thing. It's how he wants players to play his game, because that is so D2. But what he's missing out is PoE 2 can be so much more, and what entices players to come and play his game to begin with is more progressive, it's more complex, and it's way more diverse. It's not just simply dodge roll and basic attack. We already made a shot, specifically make a shot to express how appreciative we are as a channel that this game is so much more, and wait, so much, it's D2 but so much more, because we have come so far from the evolutions of video games, right? Especially ARPGs. The fast pace is the current ARPG meta right now. He shouldn't take that main fundamental of fast paced killing game away in the current state. Dodge roll basic attack is D2 days. He already brought back the essence of D2 in PoE. He shouldn't take that away. Tell me I'm wrong, okay? Because from what he has shared with the public so far, with his idea that players should dodge roll and basic attack when facing difficult situations, and should not do the 1-2-3 1-2-3 combo, which in his mind is boring. It's how it attract players to PoE 2 to begin with, or even 1 maybe. Tell me I'm wrong. It's a fast-paced action that's exciting, that attracts players to watch streams to begin with, right? Not your fucking dodge rolls and basic attacks. I think that's where it's clashing. Players are expecting the game to be like this, but he's expecting players to play the game as of like in D2, where he already landed the essence of D2 in both PoE 2 and 1 already, in my opinion. I haven't played 1. I may start 1 just for knowledge gain, you know? Yeah, let's see how it goes. I was so emotional and grateful that finally a game that brings back what gamers want. You know, who have experienced a D2 firsthand during the launch release. I belong to the era 1 and 2. I belong to the era. I was the pioneer batch of D1 and D2, guys. Do you know how many great relationships D2 and D1 and D2 made? D1 and D2 created among strangers? That's how I actually described Division 2 before. How when the game was great, it united people from all around the world. I came from a demographic where it was so laid back and racist. I'm not saying I'm racist. I'm saying my mother herself, she's a racist. My ex-boyfriend himself was a racist. He's past, so it's past tense. Yeah, he already moved on. But because of video game, right? Video games, I was so pleased to learn that because of him playing video games, he made friends overseas on his own. And we came from the same group who played D1 and D2 together. So this ARPG genre, especially when a game that deeply rooted back in Diablo 1 and 2 resonates so much in me in a humanity sense. It unites people, you know? Even among my so-called once upon a time backwards, unprogressive ex-boyfriend. You know what I mean? He's uneducated, and it's because of video games that expanded his mind. That compelled him to, wow, damn, we have the same fucking similar passion for a sport, you know, esports in this case. And he made friends from Denmark, Germany. I'm like, my mind was blown because he was so local and Hokkien pie. Do you guys know what Hokkien pie means? Means he speaks mainly Mandarin and Hokkien, and for him to communicate in like in in a proper English language to communicate with foreigners, I would have laughed out loud because it is not him. I don't think I've ever actually hear him speak in English at all though. Yeah, not with me. Between him and I, the main language that we communicate with each other, even during sex, was Mandarin. Yeah! So imagine, as his former intimate lover, right? For me to learn that because of video games, he is more open to socializing with friends internationally, where he was once like a wannabe. I wouldn't say he's a wannabe hooligan, but he's a hooligan in his own right. But for him to be more inclined to making friends from different cultures, right? That really brought a lot of warmth into my heart. Yeah, because I've never saw that side of him before. That's awesome, man. Yeah, just something extra intimate to share with you guys why I love video games. I see how video game changes people in positive ways, and I love it. I fucking love it. And how it brings all of us together. Yeah, and especially to people that you especially care about, right? So yeah, That's what all games should aim to do when they develop a game, you know? In my humble opinion, that communication between gamers internationally should be prioritized. Prioritized in a way that there will be specific department to moderate chat. For example, in-game chat, there won't be any racism, toxicity, and such. Yeah. So I remember back during our days, D1, D2, right? CS days, very first version 1.3. The very first version of Counter-Strike. Female gamers are so welcome in the gaming community, you know. There's no such thing as sexism and people calling out female gamers as you belong in the kitchen and make a sandwich. There's no such, we don't have to deal with such shit, you know. And I can tell you guys why. Because we all play in real life land shot. We do not play behind a fucking computer. And we truly respect each other based on gaming skills and not defined by gender. It was so awesome. The days where D1, D2 and Counter-Strike came out first, of course. Actually, it was Half-Life first. Yeah. Half-Life, single player game, then followed by the LAN PvP mode. Then Counter-Strike came out because it's still under Half-Life, the same developers company who developed Counter-Strike. First version. I'm not too sure. Is CSGO still under Valve? I don't think so, right? CSGO is under a different company now. Yeah, it's really sad to see. Once you have experienced this positive connections between human beings despite of your race, gender, ethnicity, and wherever background you're from, how a video game can unite people. Back in the days, early 2000s, right? You can see a huge distinguished difference, you know? Yeah, CS still under Valve. Okay. I really do not condone a loot box though. The gambling game, it is a gambling. If it involves real-time money, if Valve allows players to trade for real-time money, it is gambling. Anyway, there's no such shit back in the 1.3 version. We purely just enjoy playing the game, killing each other, just to compare how each other skills healthily. Yeah, and every time when we are done, okay, hey, let's go for a smoke, you know, then we will talk about who killed who, and then we'll talk about the situation together. We are still a group at the end of the day, you know, despite the fact that we might be opposing team. What such great times. You know? There's no such thing as doxing because I fucking hate you and all the toxicity online. There's no such thing. Bring this back, man. If we have the advancement of technology at the comfort of our home, shouldn't human connectivity be more evolved? You know what? It's not. It's actually not. You know, it's actually so backwards now. So backwards. Far, far, far backwards. I really fucking miss those days, guys. And I'm gonna tell you something that I was about to do. Soon. It took me a long time to bring down my old bunch of letters and birthday cards I received from different past connections. It's a whole bag of it. And I told myself I need to let go because I'm holding to a piece of memory that is so pleasant that is hurting me at the same time, because I know it's not the case anymore. I need to adapt. I'm hurting instead of... I think we should remember things when it's not hurting us, right? However, it's when we are holding a piece of pleasant memory but it's bringing like hurtful feelings to us, we should let go. This is this is those kind of days right now. Now that even if I'm telling you guys about how the gaming scene was back in the early 2000 days, right? I know for a fact that it's so, the chance is so slim we can even go back there anymore, unless I don't know, some fucking leader step up and change the gaming scene, create more in real life events of sorts. You know? I think back in the days were different in the way that it's reversed. People meet in real life first, and then we play the games together in the same physical lens shop. I think that's a difference. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we can ever go back there again. But one thing I know for sure is, just something pleasant to bring up, and something something that is really worth considering, you know, because if you have been there yourself before, we are really going backwards instead of forward as a humanity, connection wise. Yeah. Jose Jordan, hey, how's it going? Cheers to you and to every single one of you who can relate. The early 2000 days was so awesome, guys. The game itself ain't that this visually appealing. The drop frames is so bad that it's so pixelated, you know? But we don't fucking care. Or like, you know, those like you know how sometimes lens shops will have bandwidth issues because lens shop, right? Even though they're using LAN connection, there's still bandwidth issues, okay? Because the internet is still... I don't even remember what the fuck it's called. Landlines? We were still using landlines. It's way before fiber broadband, okay? Fiber connection. We were using landlines, land fucking lines, or what do you call it, LAN connection, Ethernet cables. So, a single connection, a single internet connection actually connects to 20 terminals. So imagine back in the days in 2000s, 25 years ago, can you imagine these 20 terminals in a single LAN shop is using this, is all sharing this one single bandwidth? We didn't even fucking care if our game lagged or not, especially even when we were being extremely competitive. Because it's not a priority. Like who wins or not win. It wasn't a priority. Like whose gaming skill is better. Because if he lags, I'm lagging too, right? So, and at the end of the day, it even became a meme. Whoever says the game lags out, because I'm not as good as the other gamer, right? And uses the excuse, and uses the word lag, is deemed as an excuse, a very lame and poor excuse. You know, it's actually used as like a meme and as a joke. But we know for a fact that it did lag gamers of LAN shops out. It wasn't even a big problem. It was a connection, guys. It was a human to human. Please take note at this point of my life, in this 2000 era, right? I was the only female gamer among these men, and they did not recognize me as a woman or a man. They recognized me as an individual. And do you want to know what was my IGN in-game name for CS, Counter-Strike? My name is known as Xiao Lang. And everybody starts calling me Xiao Lang because of my Counter-Strike IGN. Anybody in the chat actually speaks Hokkien? Do you know what Xiao Lang is? Translation is actually a Hokkien name. Aspect Hokkien IGN in a country like Singapore, of course. Because we are mostly Chinese Hokkien pie. Even if you're Cantonese dialect, you would somehow still know somehow know how to speak Hokkien and relate to the Hokkien culture. Yeah. So my nickname was Xiao Lang. It's actually Hokkien for crazy person. Yeah. My gameplay actually lived up to the name, and people start calling me fellow gamers, men, by the way, grown ass men. Yeah. I was only 16, 17, a high school dropout. And I truly, that was the very first time in my whole life that I truly felt like I belonged to a community. You know? I didn't feel like I was an outsider. Very first time in my fucking life. Video games. Thanks to video games, by the way. But is this the case now these days? Think about it, it's not. I don't think so. In fact, what I experience as a female gamer these days is the complete opposite. As long as you're female, you'll be hated. What the fuck, man? What the fuck did female gamers do to you personally, if you are able to relate to this hit? We're just doing our thing, you know? And more so, if we are streamers, we're trying to entertain you. I don't know. I'm telling you right now, if one of my old-time gamer friends were to ring me up or able to find me online and ask me out for coffee, hell yes. But it would be a very sad catch-up because the lover that I told you guys about, who passed on. I think it's weird how I did not see any of them at his funeral, because I think we all went our different ways. Yeah, we were like this first batch of CS players at this specific land shop during its release. So yeah, I mean, good times. That's what video games should do to us, you know? Create more meaningful human connection and shared differences of ethnicity difference, nationality difference, gender difference. We are moving backwards, guys. We are moving backwards, fellow gamers. We are moving fucking backwards. Let's not talk about female gamers being trashed by male gamers, alright? It's a very common theme, especially among Gen Zs, Gen Ys, younger generations. I don't know who the fuck passed down these insecurities to these younger generations, yeah? Don't. If you feel compelled to scrutinize a female gamer, don't. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, fuck. One sec, something more important than this I wanted to share. With the advancement of technology, shouldn't we be using it to create what we want the most in this one short lifetime? Meaningful human connections without any obligations and conditions. With just one single shared passion for the game. Where is it? The scene is so different. Really. Don't take it from me. I'm still your female gamer that the general, not saying anyone who is here, yeah, all 14 of you. But let's not fucking lie, man. We don't have as much viewer as a female gamer because when we have new viewers who join our channel, how would they usually behave in our channel? Are those who start to backseat gaming us, tell us what to do, try to impose on us how they play the game and how they expect us to play the game in their style? This will never happen. Back in those days, speaking of progressive, those days are meant to. We are going backwards. We are supposed to be moving forward from where we. Yeah. We're actually going backwards. So think about it. I do not know how much we can influence all 16 of us, including me. Don't take it from me. Take it from us other online entertainers and streamers, right? Who are born in the 80s. Minimum 80s, yeah? 80s. Ask them about what is it like the gaming scene back in their days compared to now. Yeah. Even if it doesn't involve like any female, it shouldn't involve. This is not a topic about sexism. Not at all. It's human connection in general. Oh, I remember the important thing I want to share with you guys. There's no... talking about being progressive now that we should, with the advancement of technology, that everybody wants, that should want. I'm not trying to tell anybody what you should want, right? Because we're now born in this age of technology and convenience. We become complacent, and with complacency, we become ignorant. And we become ignorant, trauma evolve, right? We get frustrated at the slightest thing, and one thing leads to another. My whole point is, shit, I'm going on a tangent now. If I remember again what I want to say, I'll tell you, okay? But if you're able to get what I'm trying to get at, please complete it for me in the chat. There's no such thing as insecurity and all this complicated fucked up, messed up psychological shit. There's no like behind the scene talk shit about each other. There's no such thing. There's no such thing back in the 2000 days. Where revenue of video games weren't even a priority. Because the games that creates, that shares differences among human beings and create connections that's so strong, it motivates game company to make their game great. It wasn't based on profit. It wasn't based on profit. Again, this is not what I want to tell you guys, by the way, not the important thing that I forgot. That I keep forgetting though. Fuck. I forget it twice in a fucking row. What the fuck, man? This profit is something... Yeah. Shit. I really miss those days. We have to change our strategy, guys, fellow gamers. I don't know who our parents is, or your parents is. I can't recognize my own parents anymore. Okay? But I can tell something, man. When I was playing video games, my life seemed so complete when I was 16, 17. I know who I am and recognize and identify by each other. There's no need for validation, or there's no room for insecurities, you know? We even team up with lousy teammates, and it wasn't even a big fucking deal. Let me tell you guys something about my dynamic with my 8 years older than me boyfriend who passed on, Andy. Years older than me. He wasn't even ashamed that I'm better than him at certain video games. He's proud of me. You know what I mean? It wouldn't, if you think about it, it should be more laid back in the 2 decades ago, right? Especially in an Asian country, Asian dominated country. It wasn't. I was a top fragger among my intimate partners group in CS Counter-Strike version 1.3. That's why when we smoked together, my intimate lover was there and his younger brother, Ahok. Ahok. And others. When they call me Xiao Lang, no, of course, my own boyfriend or the younger brother would call me Xiao Lang, but they do know that my in-game nick is Xiao Lang crazy person, okay? But our mutual friends, can yeah. When the mutual friends call me Xiao Lang, they acknowledge it, they recognize it. It's like I wouldn't call my own fucking boyfriend. His IGN was pretty interesting though. That I mock him, that I myself mock him all the time. He's a prince of darkness. Yeah, Andy, remember Andy? Your IGN was Prince of Darkness. Yeah, mock him so badly about his IGN, like even his younger brother also mocked him. Good times, man, but it wasn't with any bad intention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good times. Really, really fucking good times. This is what video games should aim to do. To shed all differences. Just like your sports, any other sports. This is esports right now. Electronic sports, it should be considered as one. I don't see how companies are not pushing this similar or prioritizing this value while they create their video games with the aim to connect gamers from all around the world. The game would be great on its own, in my humble opinion, if they prioritize the right things instead of profit, instead of insecurities, you know. Oh my gosh, other people, you know, top gamers are clearing my game too fast, I'm gonna nerf this build. How is it serving yourself and the community in the first place? Including profits. I'm not gonna discount about the fact that we are all extremely privileged to have access to different video games, right? But come on, let's be real here. How many of us will stick to a video game more than 2 years? Or a year? Or let's say PoE 2 for example. Oh my gosh, you know, I really did not see myself uninstalling the game in less than 2 months. PoE 2. I was so overjoyed when PoE 2 gave me the D2 feeling again. That's why I hope you guys forgive me for my triggers with the buffs and the nerfs, because the game dev's vision, in my opinion, is wrong. Don't get me wrong, in their eyes it may be right because they have already said out loud from their own fucking mouth, okay? They're afraid that gamers who are in a top-notch category was able to clear the games fast. Promote and create a game that unites people then. Push that narrative. Create a game based on that vision then. Then you won't have this worry to begin with. It's like going into a relationship or getting married. The dumbest reason people still do in this age in Singapore, right? Getting married. is because of shotgun. I'm like, is this still really happening in fucking 25? Guess what, guys? Yes. People are still getting married because of shotgun babies, not because they love each other and want to live with each other for the rest of their lives. They're getting married for the wrong reasons. For the green card, citizenship, for the money, for what the fuck reason? I'm insecure. I feel like I don't have any better choices. So, if I'm able to get your sperm and impregnate myself, I want you to be my husband. What the fuck? There's no, oh wow, holy, it wasn't even this bad. If we were to touch on this specific topic, it's all relevant. The intention at the end of the day, right, is important. That's how we make relationships great. The end product, not end product. The vision must be morally right, man. At least to the least, you know. Does it promote healthy family dynamics? Does it promote unity of humanity, of different ethnicities and demographics? You know what I mean? The bigger picture, man, rather than profits and greed and insecurities. Holy shit, so many business models right now these days and relationships, okay, are based on these models. Based on these fundamentals. I'm insecure, that's why, you know. I want to be more rich, that's why, you know. I'm so afraid, that's why, you know. What the fuck? I need to refill my whiskey. Think about what I said, because I don't think I have spoken about this before. But I do thank POE too for triggering me to speak about this. If not, I would have forgotten about this. What it was like back then and compared to now. Thank you for reminding me of the distinguished difference. If it's not for Mr. Jonathan Rogers claiming that he created GGG and POE1 to begin with due to Diablo 2 to begin with, I wouldn't have talked to you guys about this. But I'm starting to wonder, is it truly putting players' experience first? Or what he wants first? You know what? You be the judge of that, alright? I'm done over analyzing shit to make myself come off as this xiao lang, yeah? Guess what? I don't even have to over analyze anything. I, as a female gamer, already come off crazy as who I am already without over analyzing shit or analyze anything in general. Okay? I'm done. I just wanna lay back like any other gamer online. Okay? Just focus on my game and don't entertain anybody. I don't give a fuck anymore. Let me go refill my whiskey. Time for a music break and we'll be right back. Then we'll continue with the third Citadel. Are we even done with the current one? Oh wait, crap, we're not done with the current one. Remind me, okay?